What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again talking about J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan Wolverines quarterback. One of Alabama's defensive back went on the show the next round talking about J.J. McCarthy and compared him to one of the best quarterbacks that ever came through the SEC. Now, I understand these players giving each other credit, but this Alabama defensive back went too far in giving J.J. McCarthy credit. And I know that this defensive back know damn well he was lying when he said what he said about J.J. McCarthy. All right? He know J.J. McCarthy is nowhere in the stratosphere of the former SEC quarterback that he compared J.J. McCarthy to. So let's go ahead and get into it. And the defensive back I'm talking about for my Alabama Crimson Tide is Terrion Arnold. Terrion Arnold, like I say, he went on the next round talking about J.J. McCarthy, and he compared J.J. McCarthy to the great Joe Burrow. J.J. McCarthy, like I said, is nowhere in the stratosphere of Joe Burrow. He is not. He can't even be seen in Joe Burrow's rearview mirror. He's that far behind Joe Burrow. Anyway, but Terrion Arnold, he said he's Joe Burrow. when you are playing against somebody, you have to give them the credit they deserve. JJ is a very good athlete. When you watch him on film, it surprises you how much he does run. He scrambles and his eyes downfield, or with his eyes downfield. All right, Arnold will not compare McCarthy to Miro, but he does see Michigan quarterback having athleticism, the Alabama defense, and its fans need to watch. McCarthy has 19 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions. All right, he also ran for 3 scores. Anyway, yeah, I understand you giving the players you play against the credit they deserve, but Joe Burrow don't deserve, not Joe Burrow, but J.J. McCarthy don't deserve this much credit to be compared to Joe Burrow. And like I said, matter of fact, there is no comparison between J.J. McCarthy and Joe Burrow. To further prove my point, let's look at, matter of fact, let's just talk about how Joe Burrow threw more touchdowns in 1 year, which was 2019, than J.J. McCarthy have in all 3 years he done been at Michigan. It has taken J.J. McCarthy 3 years to throw 198 more yards than Joe Burrow did in 1 year. Just putting that out there. And as a matter of fact, they got the same amount of interceptions, which is 11 throughout their career or college career. But hell, Joe Burrow had 935 attempts to J.J. McCarthy's 668 attempts. So Joe Burrow threw the ball damn near 300 more times than J.J. McCarthy and had the same amount of interceptions. There is no comparison between these two guys. None whatsoever. But anyway, J.J. McCarthy, like I said, 19 touchdowns to 4 interceptions this season, which is probably his last season at Michigan. And Joe Burrow, his last season at LSU, this man had 60 touchdown passes. I mean, Jesus, 60 touchdown passes to only, let's see, how many daggone interceptions. I mean, damn. Joe Burrow went the hell off. 60 touchdowns to 6 interceptions while this man sitting on 19 touchdowns. Come on, brother. Come on, baby. And hell no, there's no comparison between J.J. McCarthy and daggone Jalen Milroe either. Jalen Milroe is the better quarterback by far. So hey, it is what it is. I understand J.J. McCarthy, he can run. I'll give you that. But he can run and scramble, but he ain't no daggone Jalen Milroe, not when it comes to that part. And I feel like Jalen Milroe got a better deep ball than this guy. But anyway, that's why Jalen Milroe got more touchdowns passing and on the ground. But anyway, I believe Jalen Milroe probably, let's see if he'd have threw more yards than this guy. J.J. McCarthy has threw for 2,600 yards. Yeah, Jalen Milroe got more yards. Jalen Milroe leading this guy in yardage, freaking touchdowns, and daggone passing touchdowns and rushing touchdowns. Okay, Jalen Milroe do have, I believe, 6 interceptions on the season, I believe, and this guy got 4. But anyway, this is crazy to compare J.J. McCarthy to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has moved on to the NFL, doing his damn thing, and with no looking back. He done had a couple of injuries though. But while Joe Burrow was at man, and as a matter of fact, Joe Burrow had more touchdowns and yardage on the ground than daggone J.J. McCarthy. I believe Joe Burrow had 12 touchdowns on the ground to 200. And he ran for 783 yards in his career. While J.J. McCarthy, on the other hand, which is a dud to me. But anyway, J.J. McCarthy, 10 touchdowns on the ground, 576 yards through his 3 years at Michigan. Okay. Now, remember, Joe Burrow was only at LSU for 2 years. Okay. But he was at, where he was at first? Anyway, Joe Burrow was at Ohio State. Joe Burrow had negative 53 yards during his career at Ohio State. That's from scrimmage now. So let's see what he had passing. While he was at Ohio State, Joe Burrow passed for 286 yards in 2016 and 61 yards in 2017. Terrible. Only 2 touchdowns. But once he got to LSU, his first year, not so good. It was decent. 2,800 yards, basically 2,900 yards, 16 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. But once he got Joe Brady saw what he can get out of daggone Joe Burrow and catered to his talents, and Joe Burrow went the hell off. 60 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, almost 5,700 yards passing. Matter of fact, I don't even think daggone J.J. McCarthy then got 5,700 yards through his whole entire damn career. Well, yes, he have, because he done threw for 200 yards, 198 yards more than Joe Burrow did throughout his career. But hey, it is what it is. This damn Terrion Arnold, you know you lied. You know damn well you lied. You know you can't compare J.J. McCarthy to Joe Burrow. I mean, unless you didn't watch Joe Burrow or Terrion Arnold, but I am quite sure you did. So you know what Joe Burrow did, and you know this guy J.J. McCarthy ain't nowhere in that daggone realm of being a college quarterback. Joe Burrow, #1 overall draft pick. J.J. McCarthy, I give him a 3rd round draft pick. So that should tell you a whole daggone lot. So it is what it is. Sorry, J.J. McCarthy, you just not it. And Joe Burrow was it and still is it in the NFL. So it is what it is. You just got to tell the truth about it, man. Terrion Arnold, don't give these guys the credit that they don't deserve. I know you got to get up in front of the media and on these podcasts and on these sports shows and say the right thing. But damn, be sensible about it. Everybody know, including you, that J.J. McCarthy takes a back seat to Joe Burrow. And I mean way in the back of the bus. So, hey, just be truthful about these things. J.J. McCarthy, he need to know the truth so he can get better. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Roll damn Tide.